Our dough has been resting for about 15 minutes to let the water nicely get absorbed by the flour. For the next phase, we're gonna knead it, and when we're done kneading it, we'll need a bowl that's slightly oiled. We'll just use some canola to put that in. We're gonna let it rise, covered at that point. So have that ready ahead of time because you're gonna have flour all over your hands. Get that ready sort of ahead of time. Until you're gonna wanna get some flour on your work surface here before you start working with this. Not a ton, but my experience is you are gonna need to add every bit of your extra 30 grams of flour in the course of this kneading. I think the best way to not get too much flour and to allow for a nice open crumb is to use the slap folding technique. If you've seen other videos on that already, you'll know how to do it. If you haven't, don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. So we're just gonna use our scraping tool or whatever to get this nice, shaggy, wet, sloppy dough out of the bowl. You'll be happier if you take this bowl before you do the rest of it, instead of letting that flour, that dough harden up in there. Go ahead and get this rinsed off in the sink at this point. It'll save you grief later on. Okay, so we will add a little bit of extra flour here. In fact, I'm going to start off. I just know, in fact, that this is going to want some, so I'll put a little bit of flour on top. We're not going to go crazy with it, and this is going to stick to your fingers, but the slap folding technique will sort of help with that. All right, and so the idea behind that technique is you're going to come underneath your dough with your fingers, rise it up, turn it over, and flop it out. Come underneath, lift it, go down, and then flop it over. So you're going to go up, over, turn it, release, over, turn it. And if you need to move this around a little bit first, the flour on your table, or if you have excess flour, just put it aside for now. Might take a couple of easy turns first to sort of give us a surface to work with our dough. You don't want flour flying all over your kitchen floor, probably. All right, so here we go. We're gonna not go 300 folds or turns, slaps, folds, like we do with a baguette, but I bet it's gonna be close to 200. We'll see, kind of see. You want to get to the point where it's a nice, live-feeling dough that's soft, but it's not entirely sticking to your hands. Okay, so let's see. Under, up, turn over, flop forward. So this kind of slap folding makes a lot of noise. I asked my family if that's particularly annoying to them, but there's fresh bread coming after a little while, so they seem to put up with the noise. Remember to keep your knees bent while you're doing this and kind of let your body rock back and forth so you don't take all your tension in the middle of your back or in your hips, your knees. Go ahead and use good ergonomic posture. I think we're at about 100 folds there. It still feels a little sticky to me. I'm gonna pause it just to not make this section of the video too long. We'll come back for another 100-ish folds.